All right, what's up, everyone? This is the very first show of Evolution. My name is Brandon Fogal, and I'm so glad you dropped in today. It is February the 4th. It's a new chapter in the way that we're going. And I'm just overly excited. And so we got a lot to talk about today. Um, so I know it's a little bit different setup right now, and I'm just got a uh, little difference in the setup right now. So like trying to work through a little couple things, but what is so today we're going to actually talk about a few different things, but putting away childish things and what does that actually mean? And now that's actually taken from the context of a book of the Bible, Corinthians by the Apostle Paul, and he we're going to dive into that, what it means, but what does it mean for us in our day and age, and how do we as adults kind of wrap our head around that? Are we supposed to put away everything that's fun and enjoyable? Can we not have fun in life? I don't think that's at all what he's talking about, but I think the Bible is timeless and it applies just as much as it did in the first century to the 21st century. So, as you can see, if you know anything about me, I would seem like I'm not a person that puts away childish things. Sometimes I get on and I do gaming, I do all this type of stuff on the internet, and I kind of act like a fool in some instances. But I think it's just being who you are, but uh, also understanding that we can evolve. And I'm going to take that word in a Christian sense, evolve, evolution. That's my perspective. If we understand that everything is the Lord's, that even the concept of what some have created evolution, I'm not talking about Darwinism or anything like that. I'm talking about the true evolution of the humanity in general as going to the next level, being in Christ. In Christ, that is going to. We are going to be made new creations, and that is the true evolution. As we'll find out. But I don't not really going to dive into many news today or much news or anything like that. I'm basically just going to just wanted to kind of get on here and start it off like just the kickoff of the launch of this new wave that my goal is to going forward. We're going to have some fun, and I wanted to start it off with put away childish things because even though I do understand that I guess I've come to a point in my life, a crisis moment where I need to mature. I need to grow up. I need to act like a man, and this can apply to anyone. I think when like the Apostle Paul, he says that beautiful phrase, when I was a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. And I think that I think there's a lot of truth in that, and I think it hits people differently and at different moments in their life when it hits them, when they need to do that. And that's not to say that we're not ever going to go back. And that's not to say that we can't have fun. And that's not to say that we can't be silly. We can't do all that kind of stuff. But understanding that you have actually a purpose. You have a purpose in life. You have meaning. Your life has meaning. In a real sense, you are changing you are changing the world and our human species, where we are going as a humanity. You are having an impact. Your daily interactions with other people, your just the way you conduct and live your life, the way you are, if you have children, the way you're an example to them, the way that you are just an example in the setting or wherever you're at. So you have wherever you are at, you find yourself in life right now. You have purpose and meaning. You definitely have purpose and meaning, and I can't drive that home enough. And I think a lot of times we forget that. We get caught up in the hustle and bustle of just life and needing to provide, needing to make money, needing to be distracted, because life is so much about being distracted. When do we ever actually have time to get anything done? Is our life progressing in the right direction? Because I think we are a lot of times either going in not so good of a way or we're going in a good way. And I think we falter, we go back and forth in life. But we can constantly be changing our direction and pushing forward. We're going to have a setback every now and then. That's just part of life. That's just part of what it means to be human. We are, I mean, you hear this all the time. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And I think we all get that. I think we understand that. I mean, anyone in whatever worldview you have, I think you understand that you're not perfect. You're not dealing with perfect people. And you got to bring something to the table. I think that's the part of it. Like, we have different things in our hearts that we want to have significance. We want to have purpose. We want to have meaning. We want to know that we are contributing in some way to an overall good purpose. I think that's why so many people can get down, because they're driving their life, they're going their life one way, and then they get to the end of it, or they get to what they think would achieve and bring them the most happiness, but then it doesn't, and then they just feel defeated. They feel like, well, what's the point? And I think that if we continually reframe our mindset, we can have purpose and meaning. We can have joy, because I think joy is overall a concept that it doesn't matter your circumstances. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank account. It doesn't, because money's going to come and money's going to go, but I think a lot of times the world just wants us to be so caught up in, we need money. Money is the end all be all. Once we have that, and I think it's more about the chase. It's always about the chase, the journey. Because whatever, in any part of your life that you're in, if you like, whether it's sports, whether it's work, whether it's going on a family vacation, you think you're going on that family vacation, you get to that spot and it's not as great as you built it up to be, as opposed to just enjoying every moment of that journey along the way. And I mean, even in sports, you're going for that Super Bowl. We are in Super Bowl week. It is a Patrick Mahomes' time to shine. And I think we have no doubt that he's going to do that. But like, if Patrick Mahomes built his whole life up on, once he gets that Super Bowl, he's going to get it. And then he's just going to be like, okay, what next? Okay, the next Super Bowl. I mean, I remember hearing Tom Brady say, what's your favorite Super Bowl? And he's like, always the next one. I don't know if that's the exact quote from him, but I think that was Tom Brady-ish. It's that Super Bowl is not going to be enough. Nothing's ever going to fill that void, that gap, like that we have in our heart. And so realizing that and understanding that just, I can enjoy the journey. And have fun in the journey, and whatever you're doing, I think there's real truth in that. There's, but then it's just the putting away the childish things, and how this all goes together. And I don't want to rip a verse out of the Bible and just throw it on the wall and say, this is what it means. I'm going to just completely remove it from all context. No, I don't think we can do that, but I think there are different interpretations and all the time, like we can take the Bible is living, and we can take it from its context, but it does have a lot of different meanings to different people in some senses it does. And I believe because it is living and active, so we can glean as much from it. So thank you all for jumping in. I'm going to be doing this at this show Evolution. This is the launch of it. So I'm going to basically be doing this, God willing, going forward. My goal is to do it in the mornings. I'm thankful for anyone that has hopped in, anyone that kind of jumps in and sees this. This is just a taste of what we're going to have going forward. But I just wanted to have it short and sweet and just introduce myself. My name is Brandon Fogal. You can follow me on different social media that's out there. So I hope you, this will basically be, this version of it will be my launch, my kind of, let's go out and attack the world, go out and make a difference, go out into your life and just And whatever you're stepping into, whatever you're getting up and walking into right now, go out and just make a difference, because you can make a difference. You are making a difference. It's just, and enjoying the journey along the way. So we're going to keep it short and sweet for today, but I wanted to just get this get this ball rolling. And I did also want to say, anything you put in the comments, I'm going to be looking, because I'm going to be streaming from YouTube, Facebook, X, basically pretty much everything that's out there, and anything that you're watching it on. Anything you're watching on, put anything in the comments, and I will, anything that I don't like talk about, you say a topic, you say a question, anything like that, I'll definitely tackle it the next episode and talk about it and go through it. So put anything in the comments, and we'll take it from there. And I do see someone and my vision is a little bit hazy. I'm trying to see anything I don't talk about in the first my first comments. I will bring up and kind of just address in the next one. I'm just trying to. Sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah. So anything you put in there from anything, I will get to. So we'll leave it at that. I hope you have a great day, and go out there and make a difference, in your life.